Yo, what's going on, y'all? Trucks reporting in here. I don't know if you see the sparkling new camera now. Improved lighting, super high res DSLR camera that now makes like all my pores look way too vivid at this point. Well, want to report in here. There's a new mega Mario Maker 2 update that just got announced last night. Kind of absurd. It must have been like peak Japan time for Nintendo Japan. And NOA got caught word of that and had to like do something before the day was over or whatever. I wanted to break down this like action-packed 4-minute trailer that contains like all the new updates that are coming tomorrow, Wednesday, April 22nd. So I wanted to get into that and break it down with y'all here, and then give y'all my elaborative, juicy, Triax over opinionated take on all the new stuff coming in here and what I'm excited for. So without further ado, let's hop in. All right, so let's check it out. Let's see what's good.
Thanks for playing the Super Mario Maker 2 game. We'll be releasing the last major update soon.
Final update.
Now, let's go.
Okay, that's
this
interesting.
mushroom here is a little different. If Mario picks it up, he'll become Super Mario Bros. 2 Mario.
Super Mario Bros. 2.
All right, only available in the Mario
Ride
Maker
on
1
enemies.
style, or the Mario
And
Brothers
throw
1
them
style.
at
That's
will.
interesting.
Big enemies.
That's really interesting, actually. So just like the
Flying enemies.
link power up
Even
now, it's
chain
only in
chomps are
one.
fair game.
Okay,
You can even throw snowballs in snow-themed courses.
okay.
The frog suit lets you become Frog Mario. It lets you
Oh, yeah,
swim
that
through
means you
water
can
with
swim
ease
really fast
and
now.
run across its surface.
I wonder if you can only use that with
The
full
power
P speed
balloon lets you
when you're running
float
across
with
the water like
fluffy
that.
grace only a balloon can muster.
Oh my god, dude! You can
Glide
make
through the
now you can make
skies as flying
tubular
squirrel
from
Mario.
Mario World 1 on steroids now.
Take out surrounding enemies in one
This is
throw
going really
with a
fast right here.
boomerang.
Holy crap!
A few
Yeah, raccoon
slightly
suit,
weird
boomerang suit.
wearables
Those are pretty
also make an
straightforward. I get
appearance.
those.
The cannon box lets you fire cannonballs from your
I forget
face.
these work exactly. You're able to. Oh, you
Charge
can
up
drop
for
it. Okay.
long-range shots.
You wear it if you get hit once, it goes away. Is
Raise
that
your
correct?
elevation up to 3 times higher than usual by jumping with the propeller box.
Okay,
You can
that's
rush
gonna be
back
big.
down, too.
Ooh, you can wall
the
slide
red
and
pow
jump.
box
You
on
can
your
wall
head,
slide and
you
wall
can
jump
unleash a
after
pow.
propelling. That's
It's
pretty.
good for 3
That's actually really
uses.
generous. Okay.
Wear a Goomba mask to become
Rationing your
one with the
multi-pals?
Goombas
Oh my
and
God,
fool
dude.
your foes.
Enemies
Crouch
don't
down and
attack
you'll be
you when you
even
wear
more
the suit,
convincing.
so you can just like.
Don the bullet bill
Blend in with the
mask
crowd
to
here.
gain the power of horizontal flight. Fly
Is
as
this-
much as you'd like while time remains.
Really? So unlimited flying resource? That's gonna be crazy. That leaves some really big
7
possibilities
elite
right there.
members of Bowser's army are ready for duty.
Oh my god, dude.
Larry.
That's not even. That's a real level, by the way. That's just gonna be. There's gonna be like just a bunch of that everywhere here. In fact, you can
Roy,
put that many of those like Kooplings everywhere at one time.
and Ludwig.
Dude, oh my
They
god,
each
dude.
have their own moves to keep you on your toes in boss battles.
RNG boss fights. By the way, there's a key behind it. Yeah, just
The cursed key will sick the frightening Phanto on anyone who dares pick it up. Oh man, the temptation to pick it up.
so if you. Okay.
The bouncy qualities
That
of
can be
the
like a versus
on-off
only item?
trampoline can be activated with a switch.
That's gonna be really cool. You can do some pretty cool
You
stuff
can
with this
even
one.
use them like this.
Oh my god, make the boomerangs.
Mecha Koopas are wind-up automatons.
That's really cool, actually. Let's make some really cool levels right there.
The
With the
red ones shoot homing missiles.
boomerang manipulation.
The blue ones attack with laser beams. And at
Notably,
night, they
the
all
laser
come
ones are
equipped with
available in
jet
everything
engines.
except 3D World. Interesting. Yeah, this is Super
Introducing
World
World Maker.
Maker?
A new mode that
That's-
lets you create your own worlds.
That's wild,
Select
dude.
and place panels to build a route for
I
your
didn't think they
horses.
actually were gonna do this
Forge
ever.
a path from the starting point to the castle. Build bridges. Create hills. And change the look
Decorate.
of the land
Oh
in
my
all
God, dude,
sorts
okay.
of ways.
Can you do
Then
multi?
place the courses you've made
I guess you
along the
can do
path.
multi-exit. I think. See the little ladder, you can go up and do different
You can even
different
change your
paths
course
here.
icons. You might find yourself matching moving pictures in a bonus stage,
Okay, you gotta keep get more one-ups here.
or taking a warp pipe
Oh, wait,
to a
the
far-off
life
island
count
to run
matters
through a
now. Look at
wonderfully
that,
point-filled
okay.
course. You could really make your world stand out by changing the
What
theme
happens if?
to
Okay,
underground,
okay.
desert,
Look at that. The top
snow,
left there. The
sky,
if you game
forest,
over.
volcano,
Ooh, this is
or
cool.
outer space.
I mean, it was really
In
cool,
this
obviously.
way,
But
you can make your own Super Mario game. A super world
It
of up
look-
to 8 worlds
Wow.
and 40 different courses.
wow.
So, unveil your very own super world in Course World. That way, you
Dang,
can take
dude.
all your ideas that couldn't be contained in a single course and share them with people around the globe.
You can do co-op to it, but wow. There's a hang on, there's a lot I want to talk about there. Holy crap, dude. That was a lot. You can just ride, oh my god, you can just ride stuff in SMB2 suit. Wait, did that just like double boomerang?
The third update for Super Mario
The
Maker
raccoon
2
suits everywhere.
launches April 22nd.
Tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow, by the way, here you go. Like, dude, that's crazy, man. That's crazy because I feel like we just got Link, and the Link update was like mid-December, and here we are now, and it's like, yeah, here's like the next biggest interrupter in Mario Maker content creation and tool assets and all this other stuff here. So let's pause here. Let's break it down then. Let's go ahead and get into my next segment for y'all. All right, y'all, welcome back. All right, so this segment here, man, there was so much contained in that 4-minute trailer that I kind of had to like take a second and kind of get some notes acquired. That way I can like make sure I'm not forgetting any points here. So let's go ahead and break down the trailer and all of my juicy thoughts I have about the whole thing with y'all, okay? So first thing I want to get into, obviously, y'all know me from Mario Maker, probably for all the speed running I do, you know, acquiring world record cloud and all that good stuff there in the levels I can, right? And so I want to start with first, like the speed run changes I'm speculating here based off these updates, based off of the Mario Brothers 2 mushroom, the new propeller cap, the Goomba enemy cap, the frog suit and all that. What you're seeing here now seems to be the introduction of major disruptive items that are able to distance the emphasis on precision platforming, which is totally fine, totally cool with that here. You know, that variety is very, very exciting to me. So what I'm getting at here is that, like, you know, before, you know, when I would speedrun levels, generally I was looking at like the ability to ignore and deviate from the level builder intention of playing the level and use, you know, any amount of skill, whether it be, or any amount of like speedrunner tech, whether it be like spring jumps or shell jumps, to be able to undermine the level intended obstacles and acquire more speed to beat them. But now, because the new items are so powerful and disruptive, I mean, we're talking about things like the propeller cap able to like send you, you know, triple the height you ever had before from a vanilla spin cap. I don't know what the thing is called, honestly, in a New Super Mario Brothers. But yeah, you know, you went from that to now you can get like triple the height. You know, unparalleled verticality, only offered generally, I would imagine, by a beanstalk, now is now accessible here as a single use, or as an individual item you can use throughout the entire course, rather than being a single item that gives you that height access one time. So with these major disruptive items in play here now, I suspect we're going to just see more of a return to linearity in our Mario Maker speedrunning now, which is cool, which is really cool, because, like, you know, these items are all, the important thing here to me is like the items are all really fun to use. So I don't mind, but I don't really see I see a general reduction in my forecast of the ability to cheese levels in mass and be able to, like, you know, swag out like a world record of that's like undermining the level creator. So that's different, but also cool. I'm totally cool with that. Also speedrun wise here, and this is major context because we saw here that it's the final update. There's been no mention here of the QOL improvements coming to Mario Maker 2, the quality of life improvements. So there are still things like the pause menu being not very friendly for speed running, or not very friendly for grinding runs or whatever. Because, like, you know, why am I sitting here playing these hard levels? I should be playing more fun levels, as Nintendo intends, or whatever it may be, right? So so yeah, the pause menu UI is still pretty awful in my opinion, and you know, a volume slider for the toggle between background music and foreground sound effects would be amazing. Though I get that's admittedly a very niche thing that maybe the speed running streamer may want to see more of, just so I can, like, you know, not have to hear the same songs over and over again. But, you know, it's 2020, and I feel like we're at a point now, if we're getting remappable controls, then I would most certainly love a Switch OS toggle for foreground and background sound and music in general. But aside from my own, like, completely biased wish list here, in terms of QOL, no free camera, it seems to be still going to be a thing here, especially now we're seeing the final update here. I don't know if that would be covered particularly in a trailer video or not. I don't know if it's like the most hype thing in the world here, but what I'm getting at is, like, you know, in Mario World 1, for example, if you're Mario and you held up, Mario would look up. And then the camera would pan up and you'd be able to see verticality or obstacles above and below or whatever it may be here. I'm not saying be able to pan the camera ahead, not like a true free camera, just the ability to see what's above, because that happens a lot. A lot of times the level builder will make a level and they know what they put above you or whatever it may be, but they're forgetting that you don't know because you haven't made it that far into the level here. So you're like making uninformed decisions over like what's above you or what's in front of you. And you have to either hope that coin trail to be informative, not always there by the way, or that the off-screen thwomp that's going to like obliterate you is indicated, also not guaranteed by the way. So free camera, something I definitely wanted to see on my wish list of QOL, and unfortunately I don't really see that happening here. So it's still going to be kind of annoying, but speedrun wise, I'm looking forward to seeing what I speculate and guess here is going to be a higher emphasis on item gimmick levels and probably boosted linearity as far as like, you know, when playing these levels and speedrunning them, just be, you know, doing the thing, but doing it really, really well rather than like doing my own thing. I'm doing the thing, if you will. Next here after speedrun wise comes creation wise, you know, seeing the super maker world, dude, I'm excited. I want to play like all the worlds, like bring them. I know there's already level makers who have like made their own world and they have like essentially a playlist of all their levels that you can just kind of play in order when you go by the all levels created by X person. You can just kind of scroll through and see all of them consecutively back to back to back, and you play them ultimately to get the experience. But now they have the tool to take their entire template and just like, you know, day one dump it into their super world, that way you can play it. So they were going to see those pop up in the next like you know, I keep thinking this comes out like in a week from now, tomorrow. Like you're going to see people like pop up tomorrow with like their already existing world within the super world maker, which is going to be super exciting. So I say bring it, man. I'm ready to see it for sure. And then relevant to me though, like I'm not really much of a creator. I'm not like it took me like 35 to 40 hours to make my 2 Mario Maker levels I did, which by the way I'll have in the comments below. You can check it out if you want to play it, if you want to. And so for me, the only thing I could really see myself doing to this capacity right now would be to like make the ultimate like tribute to my favorite game ever, Yoshi's Island, and make a Yoshi's Island inspired world, which would include like the idea that I look at what every level in Yoshi's Island has as far as its like intended gimmick or distinctive trait goes, and I figure out what game style best applies to every level. Because like for most of them it would be like, you know, it would be using the SMB1 Link power up, because you can then throw bombs and throw stuff, like Yoshi can throw eggs. But I feel like not every level needs to be in a Link style, and I have to like give it a lot of thought and consideration over what I can do and what I should do. So making a Yoshi Island world, making super try hard world is some ambition for sure. But I would love to like give it a shot. But it would be a big multi-week project though. But we'll see. That's definitely the one that comes to mind here as far as like what is the most tri-hex world I could possibly make it. It's probably that, so I can get better level creation. Gotta talk about the elephant in the room here though. Gotta talk about extra game modes. So you may remember back here when we saw when Mario Maker 2 came out and we saw Mario 3D World was under the moniker of extra game mode, implying there will be other modes in there eventually. And now that we know that this is the final update, it's kind of like it's hitting a little bit different now, because like, you know, I remember speculating back in, you know, last July, I was like, yo, are we gonna get a Mario Sunshine mode where you use the flood and you have to now, you know, typically you avoid water in Mario levels. You're like, ugh, I hate swimming. I hate water. Yada, yada. But now, like, you know, in a 2D plane, you have the Mario with a flood and you're able to, you know, go to every water puddle or whatever. Like now you're looking for water. You're like, yo, I want to rocket nozzle everywhere here. And I want to know where the water at. You know what I'm saying? Like, now you got to put like a puddle, you know, you have like a water toolbar now. You can add puddles or lakes or whatever and be able to, you know, fill your nozzle halfway or fill it all the way depending on how much water you put in certain sections as a resource management. To me, that sounds super sick. You know, I was thinking about Mario Odyssey, where you'd be able to, like, you know, throw Mario's cap and, you know, you would throw it at a bullet bill and you have to take the bullet bill and go really, really high and, like, you know, dodge all kinds of crazy stuff here and get to the very top and, like, in kamikaze right into a POW block or whatever that would, like, clear some Chomper is blocking your way to progress in the level. Hypothetically here, you know, or I don't know, or you know, just take Mario's cap and throw it at the Chomper and have the Chomper just walk off and die or whatever. I don't know. Like, it's crazy because like the Odyssey, again, still on a 2D plane here. The Odyssey idea is like major game change because there was so much you can do with that. So it would be a pretty big ambition though. But yeah, extra game modes are now, you know, it's just it was a big tease that didn't really go anywhere, unfortunately. Or maybe I was overreading here. I guess it's up to us to say, right? It is weird here that the SMB2 mushroom is only an item and not its own like game style. That's kind of undermining I guess how popular that really was. I mean, for SMB2 to be the opener for the Game Boy Advance port series, if you recall that, insert box art here, and now it's like neglected to just being an individual item and not even its own game style is kind of like, I don't know, kind of like weird and not really consistent, I would say here. But you know, it is what it is. So that's unfortunate, and I wish that wasn't the case, but here we are. And then since I referenced that earlier here, the final update, Mario Maker 2 came out end of June last year, and we got the Link update in December 2019. I think like mid-December. And here we are now, like late April, getting the final update here. And it's just interesting because like it feels like, man, is this really it? Like it was a ton of content in that Link update, no doubt, and it was super positive. And there's a lot of stuff here also super positive, no doubt. But it just feels like it does feel like, man, is this for Mario Maker 2? This is all we're gonna get. This is it until Mario Maker 3, or if that even happens or whatever now. And I was looking into it. I'm like, okay, well let me see here. Like, is Mario Maker not as big of a deal as I think it is here? Is that the case right now? So I go over to look at the sales charts, and I'm like, I found out some news here actually. Mario Maker 2 is the 11th, not even top 10, 11th highest selling Switch title by physical copies. And for scale there, it sold a little over 5 million copies globally. And it was, meaning that it was outsold by Luigi's Mansion 3. It outsold comfortably by millions on Super Mario Party, which I'm not really too big of a fan of here. And you know, was destroyed by the heavyweights, you know, Breath of the Wild, Mario Odyssey, Smash Bros. Ultimate, and Mario Kart 8. Like, I mean, I'm talking like Mario Kart 8 sold over 4 times the amount as Mario Maker 2, which is interesting because I think back to the Wii U era, and I'm like, people were asking me in 2015, like, yeah, man, well, like, is Mario Maker really the hell hit, bro? Like, should I get a Wii U? And I was like, dude, it's a game changer, man. It's like, it's infinite content. It's super sick. You're missing out if you're not playing it right now. It's like this once in a lifetime thing because we didn't know if we were gonna ever get a Mario Maker 2 at that time, you know. And here we are now, and it's like, it feels almost like, man, dude, I thought it was, I don't know, it's because like Nintendo's success, and there's like, you know, now there's like so many more games to play, and maybe the Wii U had not as many games to play comparatively, so all the attention was on Mario Maker for what it was, also being an original title. So there was like, everyone was kind of like, you know, like trying to see what was lit about it. But comparatively now, it did not sell. I'm not saying it sold bad, just that it surprises me how much it didn't sell comparatively. So maybe that is a reflection of why this update here is final. Maybe it's a reflection why the SMB2 mushroom isn't its own game style. Maybe that's why the Link style is like, you know, maybe they prioritize building that because it was like, hey, we're adding one new item, which is easier than adding a whole new game style to accommodate Link to the Past, or to accommodate, you know, the previous teased ideas of Sunshine and Odyssey being game styles as well. So I know I'm kind of giving y'all some doomer talk right now, but yeah. And then of course here though, now the elephant in the room here though is definitely Super World. Super World looks amazing. When I first saw it in the trailer, I thought that Super World was going to be like, you know, okay, you make one world and you're done. I was genuinely poogers whenever we saw 8 worlds up to 40 levels. I was like, oh, we're really making the game right now. We're making games here. That's very surprised in a very good way. I was like, yo, that's very un-Nintendo. Like we were really out here. And so the couple things I wanted to get into here with y'all about this was like, aside from it being awesome, I'm really excited for it. I cannot wait to dive into it myself and see what's going on there. I wanted to bring your attention to the specifically the multi-exit possibility. So this is something I thought about, and it's not really clear in the trailer here though. So you see here, you have you can make you can see the background, my background here. You can make different types of level icons that function differently in the overworld of Super World Maker, right? And my whole thing here was, okay, well, can you make multi exits in levels like you could in Super Mario World 1? Or not say you, but like how Nintendo could comparatively here. And I want to clarify what I mean by that. I don't mean multi-path. That's already clear here. For example, you see right here, again in the background, that if you beat this level, you unlock the ability to go up to the secret thing, whatever's up here, or you can proceed forward. You beat that level, you know, it's one goalpost or ending flag, and then you unlock 2 options upon clearing, and you can go to A or B. My question is, and that's multi-path. My question is there multi-exit? Are there multiple exits in levels now? To reflect that. That's kind of what it used to be in Mario World 1, where you would you know, if you were in that one level after Yoshi's Island in Mario World 1, you beat the castle, you go up to the next level with all the feathers and everything everywhere. You could either like get the secret exit and, you know, get the orb and go to the lake, or you can do the vanilla exit and go to the left to the cave. And what I'm getting at here is like that would require something as simple as like literally a palette swap on the flag and or goalpost, where, you know, okay, well, this flag takes you to a secret exit. It looks cooler, you know, it's sparkly, it's rainbowy, whatever, right? And then the vanilla one's the vanilla exit. And that would really be all it would take to include that functionality. Though I wonder if that is too much freedom afforded to people to be able to troll with it or not. But I still think that causes more good than evil, and I would love to see multi-exit possibility within Super Worlds alongside the multi-path we're seeing directly right now in this. But I doubt it, honestly. But, you know, I'll take what. Obviously, I'm happy for whatever we can get here. Next thing though is Super World. Is it limited to 1 per player? I think that's a fair question to ask. This one thing, something I was thinking about when I was watching this whole thing here is like, you know, given how things are titled, you know, it's Super Blank World, you know, Super Tryhard World, Super Trihex World, right? You fill in your one word and that's what you get here. Seems indicative that, you know, you only get 1. Every Nintendo Switch account gets 1. Now obviously here, I don't know if that is the case. It can be people upload multiple worlds, but I'm going to suspect here, we'll find out tomorrow when the update comes here, that you can only every player gets 1 Nintendo world that they can upload. And that would be because like everybody gets 1, so you got to try really hard to make your world count. That way, ideally in my head, I think here that Nintendo's looking at like, if we limit everyone to 1 world, everyone's going to try really hard to make their best levels into that world, rather than be the saturation of worlds where everyone can just upload like, you know, even if they can upload like 4, that's like 4 times the amount of crap to navigate through to find a good world to play through, because it's like, you know, it's a pretty high investment now, and you're looking at it, you're like, okay, well, I'm gonna play a world, so, you know, it's gonna be hours of content if it's like you know, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 worlds long or whatever, right? So everybody gets 1 world. But of course the question now becomes, okay, well, how is that limit enforced? Is it 1 per Nintendo Switch account with NSO attached? Is it 1 per Switch profile, which you can have 8 Switch profiles per Nintendo Switch? Or is it like hard-coded 1 per Switch, like some Animal Crossing style invasive, you know, DRM or whatever? We don't know. And I don't really know here, honestly. But I'm going to assume here, that it's tied to one user profile with an NSO account, meaning that you're going to see a lot of people who are probably going to prop up now and buy the Nintendo Switch Online Family Plan, where you can have up to 8 users for its, you know, for its one yearly fee, and they're going to use those 7 burner accounts to or 7 burner slots to like upload their other 7 worlds or whatever. So to recap here for the update, our swan song, our final update from Mario Maker 2, speedrun wise, I'm looking for quality of life improvements that I'm probably not going to get. Still no free camera, but I'm excited for the move. My speculation of the move towards more linear gimmick utilization of new items and levels for speedrunning. That's pretty cool. I'm excited to see that happen here. Creation wise, like, dude, I want y'all to hit me in the comments here. Actually, I'd love to see what worlds, whenever they're live, I need to play. I'll come back here. I'll check the comments and I'll make a new video on it. I would love to check out the worlds that are coming, you know, whatever it's going to be live, because I'm going to be playing, you know, a crap ton, you know, this week here when the update drops, obviously. tomorrow. I keep thinking it's coming later, tomorrow. And yeah, like whenever like these day one worlds are popping up or whatever here, like let me know what I need to play. I would love to play and throw y'all runs of them or whatever it may be here. So I want to play the worlds. I do want to kind of make a Yoshi Island world, but that is still like that's a pretty big project, and I'm not a fast level builder, so it's gonna be kind of like something we return to maybe next week and see where that's gonna go, where that can fit in here, because I have to like really dive deep on making good levels. You know, it takes time. You know, making good levels whenever you're new to it does take a lot of time here. Those who are veteran level makers now, it's a skill that they acquired over time. So I feel like, you know, they took long in the beginning and they were able to get faster because they're better able to understand their palette, you know, their Bob Ross palette, what they can do, what they should do, which is not me currently right now. And then the final update gives us a rip to extra game modes, gives us and kind of like a question mark on the SMB2 mushroom stuff. But I guess we'll see here, man. And in the context of the fact that the game is like not even a top 10 seller is like kind of like very surprising to me. But I guess that's the one operating theory I have here about why it seems to be like a backpedal on the initial plan of having multiple game styles. But either way, though, Super World looks super exciting, and I'm very excited to check it out and then some. So that is my whole take for y'all on the new Mario Maker 2 update. I look forward to throwing out some more content tomorrow here. So I will see y'all then. Much love. Mario Maker Player out.